complete when...
Evening and welcome to the Society, our weekly Vaesen RPG campaign. My name is Loki and I will be your game master for these dark and thrilling tales. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this, the 4th episode of Chapter 6, and I hope that we delight, fright and intrigue you with mystery and adventure. So without further ado, let's meet our cast. We're going to be over there. There they are.
Cast is muted. Oh no, now we're not.
You update OBS just the once.
Are we? Hold on. No, we're not now.
I mean, I can
We're
hear
fine.
them all. I feel like really the only person who does need to hear them is me, right? Surely? Go on then. Let's meet our cast.
Oh, we're doing it again, right. Hi, I'm Amy. I'm Insigne Veilbrock, the sorceress.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm playing Maximilian Fjellbach, the paranormal investigator.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm playing Lieutenant Colonel Bartholomew Seaton, the officer.
Yay! We have a number of people we would like to thank for all the resources and contributions they have provided to tonight's episode. The link should appear in the Twitch chat or in the details below if you are catching up on our YouTube.
Our virtual tabletop tonight is the incredible Roll20, featuring their dynamic lighting feature, inbuilt character sheets, and virtual dice roller. Go check them out at roll20.net. In addition, our battle maps were created using Dungeon Fog and all the assets.
Amy cuts out every now and then.
Carry on, power
Yeah,
through!
Yeah, our character art was created by the extremely talented Shusha, who you should go and check out on Instagram at Shusha UK. That's ZSU ZSA UK. Our game tokens and dice roller tokens come from the Vaesen RPG rulebook, or by Free League, and from the amazing artist Johan Egerkrans.
The music and ambient sound throughout the stream come from Tabletop Audio and Kevin McLeod and Incomptech.com, all provided via the Roll20 jukebox. You can check these amazing artists out via their website at tabletopaudio.com and incomptech.com.
We've had a couple of weeks off.
We have. It's hot.
Look, right, we are hashtag pro strimmers. This was it. Hashtag pro strimmers. It's not an episode of the Society without a technical issue. I'm being told by chat that I'm quiet. The world has turned upside down, inside out. It's like some weird inception. I don't really know what's happening. Let's go to the intro. Okay, and we're back from our intro video. Do you know what? I don't really know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to smile. Let's have a great time, everybody. All right. The last time we streamed, which is some time ago in the past, I'm not sure how far, how far back it was. Who knows?
June.
Our brave souls had managed to make their way to the dam and secure a meeting with the owner, project manager. We're not really sure. But he is one of 3 brothers from an extremely wealthy family, and it is this wealthy family that have financed the building of the dam that will supply electricity to the village of Hammerfest. Well, the port town, really, of Hammerfest. But it is plagued with troubles. And so, sitting in the office now with a cup of freshly brewed tea, our brave souls converse with the foreman. I'm going to press the button. Let's see what happens. If I move you here, and then press this, and then press that, and then scooch over. Zoom in a bit. Here we go. Voila, can everyone see? Lovely. Each of you are handed a cup of tea. I'm on the wrong layer. Before the foreman sits down behind his desk.
We already discussed about getting full access to the dam. So who, if I may inquire, is the specialist that you have brought in?
This is the face of GM Panic, where I can't remember if I've already told you his name or not.
Hold up.
Consults GM's notes. Thank God Amy's taken all these notes, because I haven't.
I had taken notes based on my character. She was too scared. She did write no notes.
Okay. Has anyone got his name written down?
No. The last thing I've got Yannick, who's the site manager.
No, the site manager is
Oh no.
Melvin, the eldest. So Yannick is the stranger. Yes, that's it. Yes, we have got his name.
Aha! Okay, lovely. Okay. So you ask who the specialist is, yes? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, his name is Yannick. He specializes in identifying risks and ways of fixing them. As I'm sure you're aware, we've had a few incidences on site that have led to injury. Our specialist has come to remediate the risk and reduce the chances of further incident. That should sort it out, and then the workers can come back safely.
And what has he so far implemented and suggested be put in place?
Several things, in fact. Although he asked for free rein in his activities, and I gave it to him. You'll have to ask him what precisely he has done. But he assures me the site is now safe.
Is he going to be a permanent addition to the dam staff here, or is he just freelance, should we say?
We have had a conversation to extend his contract until the dam is complete.
Understandable. Has he got any of his forms and he asked you to fill in for the dam, or any specific work he asked to have done?
In fact, he's taken matters into his own hands. I quite like that. A specialist who is willing to just get the job done. He hasn't bothered me at all. He has just rolled up his sleeves and got on with the job.
A very rare thing to find indeed.
Indeed. We are very lucky to have him. He came very highly recommended from a family friend.
And who was the family friend, if you don't mind me asking?
One moment, please. I have it written down here somewhere. Oh, for goodness sake. I know I wrote it down. Okay, here we go. It was not where I thought it was. Okay. Oh yes, an old family friend of the name Gunn. Gunn Rosenberger.
Does that name ring a bell at all?
No, I don't think it would. Because this episode is sort of happening almost parallel in time to the guys who are investigating the Rosenberger estate.
Yes. And what work did you do beforehand? What did you consult on last time?
Oh, this and that. Something to do with a train, I do believe.
Thank you. I'll have to ask him more questions when I get the chance. Is he staying at the dam, or is he staying in town?
In town. We don't have any residences here on the dam.
Have you got an address for him at any point, or does he go to the local tavern or anything to drink? I might be able to catch him there.
I mean, you could always try the local tavern. That really is where everybody gathers. Otherwise, let me check. And he opens a drawer in his, I'm not going to say desk, it's a bureau, right? It's a bureau. This thing is like, it's like the size of a small holding, right? Polished with an inch of its life with an inlaid leather top, like it's stunning. He reaches into a drawer in his bureau and pulls out a black book. It's leather bound. The pages of which are much shorter than the binding of the book, with there then being tabs running all the way through the book. He opens it up and flicks, like, down the side of the tabs and flicks the book open. And there, in an extremely formal and elegant handwriting, is a series of like names and addresses, and he scrolls down with his finger and goes, if you don't catch him in the tavern, you can catch him here. And he gives you the address in town for where Yannick is staying.
Perfect. Thank you. If I can't catch him over here, I might go and see if I can catch him in town at some point. To discuss more of what he's been consulting with you about.
Please, be my guest.
We kind of will look around at these, at Max and Signy, and just kind of, well, thank you. You've been fascinating to talk to, and a most gracious host concerning the dam.
Well, I am more than confident that it will meet with your approval. So much so, I will ask my assistant to begin drafting a trade contract this evening.
Perfect.
It will take a few days to iron out the wording, but we should have the first draft available day after tomorrow.
That is excellent timing. Thank you. And look, I will finish his cup of tea, put it on the. Realizing how nice the table is, he won't put it down on the bureau. He'll take it back over to the desk and place it down on there. Now, if you wouldn't mind, we would like to have a look around. Is there anything we should be?
You will need a key, however. And he reaches back into a drawer in the bureau and hands you. It is a couple of keys on a slightly oversized ring.
I will take the keys. Is there any way that we need to be aware of any particular work that could be dangerous for us to walk around? That we need to be aware of.
I mean, we haven't had any work going on in a little while. Just don't touch any of the heavy machinery, really. And do mind, there can be cabling, wires, piping, both on the floor and above your head, so do keep your wits about you.
Thank you. Now, if you wouldn't mind, my associates and I will take a look around.
I hope. No, I believe it. Everything will meet with your approval. If you have any questions, I will be here in my office. Please do return the key once you are done.
Thank you. And I will stand in front of Signy and push the door open, and then gesture for her to leave.
Signy will clumsily sort of be like, thank you for the tea, and put it on the bureau. Without the same etiquette.
Plonk!
Yeah, quite clattery, and then walk out.
Probably spilling a bit as you leave.
Oh, definitely.
Max
I'm taking a biscuit with me.
Max will pop his down on the table here, and we'll say thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, a pleasure indeed. Enjoy your tour.
I shall do. Tour? And then he's looking at like the colonel going, tour? What?
He'll gesture for you to leave.
Where am I? Left or right, Gandalf? Left or right?
Follow Signy. And I will close the door behind us. Are there any more of them creatures out here from last time, now that we've stepped back outside?
So the last time you were out here, you did see crawling along the roof of the dam and like in parts of the dam itself, twisted, dark versions of the creatures that Max and Signy have seen in their dreams. And these creatures were watching you. As you step out, because you pointed it out to all three of you, as soon as you come outside, get that feeling again that you are being watched. And if you cast furtive glances about the dam, there are still these little, almost monstrous versions, like teeny little shadowy gargoyles, all still dotted about the dam.
Colonel will push on and try and ignore the feeling of being watched.
I think he wants you to follow him.
Okay.
Well,
Are they following us, or are they just like keeping a post as such?
Oh, they are like following you.
Okay.
Like they're keeping watch on you.
what does this door say? Out of interest above us.
Access. I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like we had some of these conversations before, and staff access, something like that.
I'll head over to the first door and unlock it, hopefully.
All right, I will unlock the door for you. Beyond is a large concrete room. There really is nothing in this room at all, barring a myriad of pipes and cables that run overhead across the ceiling, and a large spiral staircase that descends down deeper into the dam. It is lit by 4 electric lights that cast quite a drastically bright white light into the room.
That's a good one. On our walk up to the dam, and while we've been here, have we noticed the lights flickering at all like we did in town?
On your way up towards the dam, yes, there was a couple of cutouts, but since you've been at the dam, there hasn't been.
I will search on my back for a torch or lantern of some kind, and just hold up. It's going to be dark down there. The last thing is the lights that go out, and us can't see. No, I didn't.
Okay. So, question. You probably won't have a torch, but one of you might have a lantern.
I feel that's something I would have packed in my little bag.
I mean, I quite agree.
It's
Yeah.
a fire risk when it comes to capes.
Facts.
I definitely think we packed one of these. Before I walk in the door, I'm going to wave at one of the creatures.
As soon as you wave at the creatures, all 3 of you are going to hear this ripple of raspy, whispering voices that sound a little bit like a death rattle that echoes up across the dam, and all of the creatures scurry away to hide.
Oops. And I'm just going to walk in the door.
And I was just going to be there shaking his head.
Well, they don't like being spotted.
Yes, and if they're an alarm system, they definitely know that we can see them now.
Oh, was I not supposed to do that?
No. What's done is done.
And you seem to be doing quite a lot at the moment. Not all of it good.
Sorry?
This is your probationary run after all.
It's all very new to me.
I can tell.
And I'm going to look sad and get my lantern out.
Would you like to go first?
No. I'll hand you the lantern.
The Colonel asked it while holding out his hand.
Surely the gentleman lead the way. Keep me safe.
As I promised your mother.
I'll follow up the back, it's fine. That way then, if you fall, I don't have to catch you.
I'm not sure how to take you sometimes.
As I come.
I like it. Sir, in front, protecting me. You behind, protecting me. I feel safe.
I feel... protect, push down the stairs. It's the same thing.
You're so funny. And I'm going to kind of get ready to walk down the stairs.
The Colonel is literally just waiting for this conversation to finish.
Okay. Do you head down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Question.
Oh.
Why didn't we get a map?
Huh?
Why didn't we ask for a map? Hindsight
Because
just
you
kicked
didn't.
in.
Because nobody did. And Max wasn't listening to any of the conversation in that room. There was no way. He didn't even realise we were going on a tour.
This
The
is
Colonel
not
didn't
much of a
think.
tour.
The player didn't even think.
Never mind.
As soon...
The health and safety is there like the fire exit signs on the sides with the pictures of how to get out?
No, this is Norway.
No.
There is no health and safety in Norway. And that's not me being shady. That's the truth.
I mean, yes, their health and
It's
safety
very
is-
common sense based health and safety.
It really is. The favourite thing I've ever encountered in Norway was a rope ladder out of a gorge with a sign next to it that was like, tested by man in village who weighed, and then his weight next to it.
True facts.
Amazing.
Yes.
So good. Okay. As soon as you begin to descend the stairs into the dam, the lighting changes. It's not complete. The dam isn't complete. It becomes more haphazard, less permanent. And immediately the darkness coils around in the darkest corners and presses inward. It is like descending into the belly of a beast. Concrete encases you utterly. Strange pipes, tubes, and wires some finished, some not, create an almost ghastly mockery of a skeleton. It is like a tomb down here, and you have only descended a single level. The spiral staircase continues coiling deep beneath you into an ominous darkness. In stark contrast to the ominous concrete piping and wires is the jumble of tools. Half-constructed machinery, turbines, piles of tubing, piping, coils of wires, and the odd spattering of personal belongings. Tin cups, hats, toolboxes painted in colours with names on top of them. It is a strange juxtaposition to be stuck between this tomb-like creature that you are now deep inside, and the frivolous workplace of many, many souls. Do you continue downwards, or will you stop at the first level?
Stop at the first level. Just have a look around.
There are seemingly a myriad of rooms, almost labyrinthine looking, and a corridor that winds its way past all of them.
Are we getting the same feeling as being watched down here as it was on top?
Give me a vigilance check. And it is with a hinder. Whoever has the lowest... No, the highest. Whoever has the highest vigilance, you may roll, but with a hinder.
I have 6.
I have 7. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh, 0.
Plus your logic, my love.
Oh, plus my logic. Yes.
So, yeah, vigilance is in the
4.
list. That's it.
Forgot that you had to add it. Yeah, 4.
So it's me then with -1.
Woo!
Oh, good.
First roll of
Here we
the
go.
game. Yay! Balance is restored to the universe.
No, I liked the way it was skewing. It was positive for me.
Are you trying to kill me? Okay. There is a deep and ominous sense of foreboding down here. It's different to outside the dam, where you felt like you were being watched. This is much more threatening.
How are you two feeling?
The nicest of places.
I don't honestly like it here. Signy's going to be quite disturbed from her experience with Tobias earlier, kind of feeling the walls and stuff. And you said there were personal items. She's actually going to pick up whichever seems like the most personal item that she can find and pocket it. She feels really connected.
Okay.
And she's just going to pocket something personal.
You can't even stop when you're down here, can you? You just take it. Once a thief, always a thief.
It's a flat cap. Would probably be the most personal item that you would find down here.
Okay.
So, do we continue searching up here, or do we go down? Do we go where it was flooded?
So,
The accident did indeed occur further down.
yeah, so currently you've come down into like a small landing. There is a corridor. There are a couple of corridors that lead away into the dam, and there are lots and lots of doors off of the corridors. I've said the word door a lot.
I mean, you're the experienced ones. What are we looking for?
I'm just going to move over to the first door and just kind of push it open and have a look to see what's inside.
You go to push the door open and it is locked. Trying one of the keys on the key ring does unlock the door. When you open, it's a very small room beyond. In fact, it's a cupboard, really, is what you would class it as. And there is a perplexing tangle of wires woven together in a mess of knots and intertwined patterns. They feed in and out of a large metal box that has a lightning symbol on the front of it, and is seemingly has a door that you could open.
I'm just absolutely no idea what this meant. Apart from this is probably electrical wiring.
And
But-
that's about it, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm going to turn and look to Max. I think getting us in here, I'm a bit out of my depth from here.
We're looking for evidence of foul play. Whether it be from human or Vaesen hands. Paws. Talons. Claws. You get the gist. I feel that going to the scene of the accident would be best. However, there is something I need to discuss with you. Yannick, the one who left as we were coming in, had a locket. The locket was the same type of metal vial that was being used on the train.
And it was used as a
Vessel.
contractor. Yarrick was used as a contractor on a train for his last job.
be interesting to find out if it was the same train.
That it would.
You don't know any of this? And he turns to Signy and just goes, you don't know any of this, and you need to be... Shh, we don't divulge this type of information outside, okay?
What? What? I wasn't listening.
That's fine.
She was too busy looking around, feeling things, and
I say that we keep going downwards.
I agree.
You have the light, please lead on.
I will lead on.
Okay, do you close the door?
Yes.
Okay. You return to the staircase that spirals deeper into the earth. And you begin to trudge downwards. The shadows lengthen, twist, and flee as you spiral downwards. The feeling that you get from the dam remains. It doesn't get any worse, but it doesn't get any better. There is a sense of threat that lingers. Just out of reach, just out of perception. You arrive at sub-level 2. Again, it is like a landing. However, there are only 2 corridors that lead off, opposite one another. And again, there are a number of doors, but nowhere near as many as on the level above.
The lights working in here.
Yes, but unlike on the ground level above, which had a full set of lighting, these seem to be... It's the bare minimum of lighting.
Okay. Start moving your way down. Which corridor?
Left or right?
Left.
The corridor runs straight as an arrow, and there are 6 doors that lead off of the corridor.
Is there any markings? Any...
Yes, each of the
So-
doors has a number on it. The number starts with 02, then there is a dot, then there is another number, and then a letter.
Would I know what that means?
No.
So,
It's clearly some kind of sequential numbering system that identifies what each is behind each door, but without a map or a key or some reference to what the numbers mean. They're just codes.
I'll open the first one then.
When you open up the first door, inside you find a pipe as wide as you are, and a large valve. It's like a circular, almost like you see on submarine doors, that kind of pressure that you can twist. The tube is like gunmetal grey, but the valve is bright red. And etched into the tube is a whole sequence of numbers.
Is there any paperwork and near this at all?
I'm just gonna lean over your shoulder and be like, so what are we looking for?
Can I also try and repeat Max? Like, evidence of foul play. Why? What are you looking for?
Hmm? I just wondered if I should be opening doors. And I'll open the next door. I'll skip off and open a door if I can. Unless it's locked.
You skip off and you open the next door. It also has a huge pipe in it with this valve.
Okay. Anything
What?
look different about it, or it looks the same?
It looks the same, only all the numbers on it are different.
Of course, yeah. Can I, from when I was Tobias and I had the flashbacks, remember anything distinctive that would help us work out where the site of the... Or was it just all quite vague?
You know that it was far down in the dam.
Down.
Like
Cool.
at the bottom of the dam where the turbines are.
Cool. Maybe, I mean, don't have to listen to me, but maybe we go to the bottom. Where it actually happened makes sense.
I agree. If you can point us to the staircase that takes us further down, that would be appreciated.
Did the other staircase not go any further?
No, it would have done.
Oh. I sort of point to the staircase we were already on. And stand silently, looking a bit sheepish, like, I don't want to tell you what to do, but...
But it's that way.
Yeah. Bit like when you have to correct your teacher.
No, we'll do just one check of one more room. Which you would not be surprised if he finds a pipe with a red valve with some random lettering on the side of it.
And that is exactly what you find.
Yep. And then he'll come to the staircase to go down another level.
Okey-dokey. One moment, please. Okay, what order does...
The
Max will be at the back.
I'll be in the middle.
I'm at the front.
Okay. You reach the bottom of the stairs. Here is a little different to everywhere else. There is signs of damage here. And there is a very noticeable darkening to the concrete. A darkening that does not extend all the way to the ceiling, but almost. From what you know about what happened down here, you would imagine that this is the mark of this part of the dam filling with water. There is debris down here, and things are a lot more haphazard than they were above.
The Keller's going to move forward very carefully, kind of eyeing up that watermark on the side of the wall, and make his way around the corner.
As you walk away, Colonel, you become very aware that Signy and Max haven't moved. Signy, Max, all you can smell down here is roses.
Can you smell that?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
I don't know if it's good or bad.
I think it's more of a sign that they've either been here or they're still here.
I'll hesitantly move forward, kind of looking around to see if anyone's watching or if I can feel like anyone's watching.
No, it doesn't feel like anyone is down here watching at all.
Okay.
The smell of roses is heady. It is thick and heavy, and it is almost intoxicatingly strong.
And I'll continue moving around. Oh, late.
As you come round the corner, there is a room filled with turbines. Tangled around all the turbines is wires and debris and detritus. You even begin to realize that there is like riverweed in here, as if the very river itself poured into this room. And it strikes you at this moment. No one has cleaned. No one has tidied. No one has come down here or done anything down here. And that feels odd.
Would it with everyone on strike?
Yes. Because there aren't any bodies down here. And you've been told that the contractor has taken significant steps to make the place safer. But if this is the site of the accident, why has nothing been done?
I see a door here. Any, oh, it's open.
It is open. It
I was gonna
leads outside. It leads outside to a balcony, almost at water level, that wraps all the way around the dam. And now, Colonel, curiouser and curiouser. How on earth did anyone drown in a room with a door to the outside?
Yeah, I just want to come back in again.
And that is where you see it. When you turn around to come back into the room, they are everywhere. Hundreds of them. No, thousands of them. Tiny little bind rooms on the walls, the doors. They cover the entire surface of the dam, and they look like they are made from spider silk, as if someone had taken hundreds of spider webs and used that to stick these teeny bind runes everywhere.
So this is on the outside of the dam.
On the
Or-
outside of the dam.
Do I get the sense of being watched or when I'm outside the dam again?
Yes, you do.
So it's outside. I will make my way back inside and head over to Max. And go, Max, I need you to be inconspicuous and pretend you're looking at the brickwork. But there's something you need to see outside. And I will lead him and point out the runes to him. Because the Colonel doesn't know his runes at all.
Excuse me, please.
Apologies.
Max is going to come outside, and in his best inconspicuous way is going to and kind of like yawn, stretch, and have a look up the dam. But
I
then
am
also
100% going to need a roll from you. It either needs to be a stealth roll or a manipulation roll. I will leave it up to you which one you
who's
choose.
watching?
There are so many eyes watching you right now.
Oh, let's go for they'll have a help, don't I? Yes.
Yes, there is a help.
Yes!
Yes, nice. Tick off the help. Okay. You spin around and yawn and kind of lazily look around, and it is, for anyone that didn't know you, it would be a work of genius. Inconspicuous. Like, it's artistry. For anyone that knows you, I mean, the Colonel doesn't even know if you're paying attention. Like, the Colonel's not even sure if you're even here, or in a daydream, or, I mean, who knows? But you are paying attention. You're paying a lot of attention. You read runes, but these aren't words. I'm gonna need you to give me a learning roll. You have a hinder, I'm afraid.
Yes!
Ooh, take that off the list. You're not sure what it does, because it is one of the most complex spells, incantations, enchantments you've ever seen. But it is undeniable. Someone has painstakingly created, as I said, one of the most complex banishing enchantments you've ever seen.
And I know it's banishing, yeah?
Yeah.
But I don't know what it's banishing.
I mean, what would you banish?
Well, it could be the Elver banishing the Darkling. It could be the Darkling banishing the Elver. It could be all parties trying to banish death, because death isn't contactable here. So I don't know what it's banishing. Max comes over and is gonna just stand in front of the Colonel and is going to lean in a bit close, as if like brushing lint off of his shoulders. And it's going to be like, this is a very complex banishing ritual spell. I've never seen the like. However, I do not know what it is banishing. And then he'll be like exclaiming loudly, "This damn lint!"
And the Colonel would then straighten his uniform after Max does that and head back inside. And close the door.
While they've been outside, Signy will have wandered, kind of trying to get a connection again, a feel for what she remembers from Tobias, and is looking for exactly what the Colonel told her to, and is looking for any clear, obvious signs of, I don't know, damage, I guess.
Absolutely. This is definitely where it happened.
Hmm.
But this is a frightening place. And I'll tell you why, Signy. Ever since you acquired your friend, the things that your mother taught you started to become real.
Hmm.
You have seen a ghost. You've spoken to ghosts. You can feel where death has occurred. Same as Max. Max can also sense if he is standing in a room where someone has died. The more recent the death, the easier it is to feel, the more noticeable it is.
Hmm.
You are standing in an impossibility. And the impossibleness of it is twisting your perceptions and making you feel almost like you're going mad. You know for certain that this is the level that filled with water and drowned Tobias, and not just Tobias. And yet, you cannot feel any death here at all. In fact, you cannot feel anything. Same as Max. Max can't feel anything here. And not only that, you stand here looking into a room that is completely open to the outside. For you're looking at the dam, and the dam is incomplete. And it's not sealed shut, it's open. You can stand where you are and look out of the dam to the outside world and into the dam on the other side of the river. There are no doors down here. There are no shutters. There's no walls. There's no... And so you are standing in an impossibility. For you know for a fact that this part of the dam filled with water and drowned many people. Only no one died here. Or at least you can't feel anyone dying here. And it's completely open to the outside. So it's entirely impossible for it to fill with water.
Signy's going to turn around to Max and the Colonel with a bit of a tear in her eye and just be like, I feel nobody here, but so many people died here. I don't understand.
I also feel the emptiness, though. Perhaps they died on the other side.
But would you not sense it? At their place of death, there's nothing here. Nothing.
'Tis odd. And then Max is going to change complete tact and just go, I wonder how they're going to close the dam up.
What?
Well, if you try and just build the water across, the wall across,
Mhm.
the water will just keep coming through. How will they block it off?
I'm just going to look at the colonel.
Unfortunately, engineering was not my strong suit. Knowing vulnerable places to knock it down, that I've done a few times. But actually understanding how it was built, not what I was trained to do.
Was worth an ask. GM,
Yes.
are there bind runes on the inside?
No.
Okay. I guess, and he turns to the colonel, I guess we have to go back up in order to go across, to go down.
I would assume so, yes.
I'd have known that. I'd have packed my walking shoes. Well, no time like the pleasant present.
Something changes as all of you kind of turn around, as all of you kind of nod and think, yes, we need to go back and up and then across. Something changes. All three of you get the sensation that you are in danger and that there is something standing behind all of you in the opening of the dam.
Max will take out his dagger. And his little salt shaker full of salt that he's kept on him since the train. Because you never know when you need a condiment.
The colonel's gonna have his rifle ready. Not up, just kind of ready to draw if need be and turn.
Okay. And Signy?
Is just going to turn around scared, really, and look directly at where she thinks the danger is.
Okie dokie. Sitting in the opening of the dam is one of those. There is no mistaking it. It's an alva. But it isn't. For as clear as day that this is an alva, something is terribly, terribly wrong with it. Before you, sort of crouched, looking at all of you, is a female figure. She is beautiful, but of strange proportions, being very thin and spindly in her arms and legs, but also very beautiful to look at. Curves and almost perfect symmetry. She has long, dark hair And sprouting from her back are a pair of giant, leathery bat wings that seem to have been shredded by claws. Her skin is ashen and corpse-like, and her hair looks like tar dripping down from her head, but frozen in time. And her eyes are completely devoid of any light at all, being completely black. And from them, she is crying tears that again look like tar, frozen upon her face. She twitches horrifically, as if several of the bones in her body broke all at once. And she twists her head to look at you. And then she stays completely still, as if she were a statue. What do you do?
Why are you here? If the Darkling is nearby, and a Darkling is a threat to you, why are you here now?
This creature speaks to you, and it is two voices at once. Two very separate, very distinct, very unique voices come out of her at exactly the same time. The first one is a melodic, mellifluous, musical voice. A voice not that you recognize, but that you know to be the voice of an elver. It is like the tweeting of birds, the songs of nature, except it cries out to you. What it says you do not know, because neither of you speak this strange chirping language. But all three of you hear the pain, fear, and panic in the voice. But that voice is completely drowned out by the voice of a man that says, "So you can see them."
I would suggest you release them.
Oh, I would suggest you tell me who you are.
Do you recognize the voice?
You didn't speak with Yannick, did you?
I did,
He did.
because I stood in his way.
Yeah.
It sounds like his voice.
The second he would have spoken, like the second
Every time
she,
he speaks through this creature's body, its original body cries out in pain at you.
I will find a way to release them from you.
If you do that, then you will die. Like all the innocent lives that drowned down here these foul demons possessed the river and filled the dam. Now,
And perhaps you should move the dam.
move the dam. Why would we move the dam? We should never be afraid of hell and its minions.
And who do you work for then?
An organization devoted to eradicating these foul devils and protecting humanity.
You do realize you are starting a war that you are so ill-equipped to fight in.
Ill-equipped to fight in. Not one of those creatures can come even close to this dam anymore. And any that do, well, observe. And the creature in front of you, does this, really macabre, ta-da gesture. But as it does so, its movements are this hideous twitching, bone breaking, as it does this ta-da.
And how have you managed to do all of this? To banish them away, to stop them from coming, and to even possess them?
Because unlike you, I have a great wealth of knowledge. But you three wander in here naive with eyes. What do you think you can do here? What do you think you will achieve? Nothing. The dam is safe. So why are you here?
For those wishing to find out about the library of information that he is referencing, please reference the previous chapter of the Society, Chapter 5.
I am here to make a deal for steel. This is a issue that comes along with it.
I need you to make me a manipulation roll, because you are not telling the truth, but you do have a help.
Oh, this one's gonna go
That's
well.
not gonna help. Watching. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Do not lie to me. I am not stupid. You can see the creature. All the creatures. You can see the spells on the outside of the dam. You're not here for steel. I'd answer quickly if I were you. There are many of these little creatures dotted around the dam, as you're well aware. And I would so delight in torturing the answers out of you.
Technically, he is here for steel. There's a deal currently being written up, so not a complete lie. However, yes, we can indeed, for some reason, see this creature that is standing before us. But why does that matter to you? And how can you see them in the first place?
Because as I...
Surely it could be the same thing that we have. A condition of sorts, perhaps.
Do you know how rare we are? The Thursday's children. The blessed. And yet 3 stand here in the dam on a deal for steel. This is ludicrous. Tell me who you are, or I'll get my pets to peel the flesh off of her bones while you watch. And the creature points at Signy with this horrible jutting bone-breaking movement.
Well, Sydney's gonna like fall backwards.
I doubt it.
Hold on. Let's be calm. I am here for a deal. But that deal maybe was more around the idea of having something that's mutually beneficial between both creatures and human.
Get to the point.
Let's meet in person to discuss this rather than through your puppet.
I suppose I'd better put a pot of tea on.
No thank you, no drinks from you.
Oh,
Experience in the past.
I'm assuming you already know where I am.
We'll make our way back into town.
You know... Sure. I would love to entertain some guests. Especially 3 as interesting as you. Swing on by. I'll be waiting. Oh, and... Just to be extra sure. As the voice says extra sure, the creature pulls up both of its hands and blows in your direction. Dark, ashen particles blow out of this creature's hand like dust and flow in your direction as you as this cloud flows through the air, driven by the creature's breath. I'm going to need all 3 of you to give me an observation roll.
Would Max be able to use his cape in order to shield his face?
I would
What,
normally
just-
say yes, but this is actually magical.
Okay.
Are there any helping hinders on this one?
Ah, okay, we have 2 hinders and a help.
I'll take the hit. I can't get any worse.
Okay, a
Amy.
hinder for the Curdle.
Amy, would you like the help?
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
a
gonna say
help
no.
for Signy, and a hinder then for Max.
I got 2. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay. Max, I need you to make a note somewhere that you are immune to the effects of Darkling dust. And Signy, you're the same. Because you got 2 successes. Your first success protects you now, but your second one makes you immune to Darkling dust. Colonel, you fail. You begin to cough as something very, very cold kind of, you feel cold on your chest and it begins to make you cough. And you cough, and you cough, and you cough, and you cannot breathe, and you cough, and eventually you bring a mouthful of water up from your lungs. The creature laughs at you, and the voice says, "I'd come for that cup of tea if I were you. Before you drown." And it just kind of steps backwards and melts into the shadows of the dam.
Kind of works out perfectly because it was myself and Amy that went to the Elva homeland.
Yes. Colonel, you
Fucked.
you now have a drowning curse put upon you. Your lungs are slowly just going to fill with water until you eventually drown.
Okay, so am I constantly kind of coughing up water, like every now and then?
No, but like every now and then you are going to cough up water.
Okay, this
And-
is
As a metagaming point of view, you coughing up water is your countdown.
like
I suggest we get moving.
just really look down at the water still poured in Colonel's hand. It's just kind of yes, I think that best. Out of interest, is it fresh water or salt water?
It's fresh water.
Okay.
It's actually river water. Just to make it extra gross. As all of you turn tail, sensing the urgency of the situation that you are in, we're gonna go for a break, because that's like the perfect time to go for a break. So we will be back on the hour. Does that sound okay for everyone to come back on the hour?
Yep.
All right, we're going to take a short rest. We are going to go and roll some hit dice, take some consumables, drink some health potions, and then we will be back on the hour to continue our story that is taking a rather dark turn. We
Bye,
will
Colonel.
see you
Yeah.
after the break. And we are back from our break. We have drunk some health potions, rolled some hit dice, had a little refresh. Some of us have been able to boost some of our skills, others not so much. Damn you, D&D, for not letting me get my channel divinity points back on a short rest. Shake my fist at you. We're all back. Here we are, et voila. And we are all slowly making our way back to Hammerfest. Having extricated yourselves at speed from the dam and returning the keys to the foreman, the three of you hurry back towards Hammerfest, the town down towards the coast. It's not a very long walk, but you are again reminded at the great battle between man and nature, leaving behind the concrete creation of man and returning to the forests that clothe the mountain and straddle the river. You feel as you cross that line, that curtain, that sense of the other world, that feeling of magic, and it washes over you as you step over this invisible line you cannot see or sense. Even the Colonel becomes aware of the other world as you step out from the dam's banishment. You are on the path. It winds lazily down to the town, dotted with electric lighting that casts this strange, cutting juxtaposition between the endeavours of man and the encroachment of nature as the forests press up to the path. But the path is unmarred by nature and lit with electricity.
Once we've stepped over that threshold, I will turn to Signy and be like, there is another society. There's a Rosen Cross, who stand in opposition to the society.
So there are two groups of you.
Maybe more, but two are what we know of ourselves, who stand on the side of Vaesen and try and allow both humans and Vaesen to live in peace. And then there's the Rosen Cross, who seek to destroy or enslave. From what we know. They are, from what we've seen so far, violent individuals, dangerous, and will stop at nothing in the pursuit of power.
Well, I kind of worked that one out for myself. So, do you think that Elva actually did it?
I'm going to find out.
Can I get a force roll from the Colonel, please?
Not tonight.
You have a help.
You have a help!
Restart your bloody roll 20, you. Zhuzh those dice.
Okay. As you say that, Max, the Colonel erupts into spluttering coughing before again ejecting some river water.
Does that count as 2 times I've done that, or just once?
Twice.
I suggest that you hurry with him. I will meet you in town once I have finished what I need to do. But I will go and make contact with the Elver and find out what I can. I will also try and get word to Gatia, and I look at the Colonel and just see if she knows anything about Darklings.
I think it's best we go to this meeting all together. We
I
should
do
wait.
not. Because otherwise he has all three of us. Same way she did when we were at the harbour.
Fair enough. Let's just move then. She'll see you there.
And Max will head off into the woods. Also, we can see everything that you're doing in the little roll box.
Oops. Oh well. I'm trying to investigate why some people in chat can do raffle 100 and other people can't do raffle 100.
Have they done the XP command? I know it doesn't work. Oh, it does work for me.
It does?
Yeah, it does work for me. So apparently I have 828 XP currently. So I could do raffle a lot.
Excellent. I'm so glad that the person that deals with money.
But I don't know how many. Oh, each ticket costs
Understands.
5 XP, so I could get 400 tickets.
Alright, well, fab.
No, that's 2 XP. 200 tickets.
Alright. So, Max, you decide that you're going to go off on your own.
Yeah, I am going to split the party because Max doesn't want what happened at the harbour to happen again. So he knows that if 2 are taken captive, at least 1 is still outside.
Okay. So you split up then?
Yeah.
We do.
Okay. Who would like their story first?
Let's find out if the Colonel dies. That'd be a great
Charming.
way to finish the episodes also.
Okay.
Rude.
You split off. Signy and the Colonel head continue to follow the path towards Hammerfest.
Signy would like to take out her box while I'm walking.
Mm-hmm.
Open it. Right.
It is empty still.
Are you there?
Oh, now you want something.
It's not a case of want. It's a case of need.
It's always a case of want.
Are you helping or not?
Of course I am.
What do you know of Darklings?
Nothing.
What about curses?
Everything.
Always so vague.
Can I hear Signy talking to this empty?
Yes, but only one side of the conversation.
Having been around Max for so long, Mikael's just kind of going, rolling his eyes.
Look, today has been a really hard day. We're going somewhere to see someone who wants to kill things like you. So what do you know of them?
Know
Please.
of who?
Can you remove a curse?
Of course I can.
For what price?
The same as always. Nothing.
Just gonna close the box, not give any answer, and just be like, walk with the colonel. How you feeling?
You know you want to.
Feeling like I am slowly drowning.
Like, imminently drowning?
I seem to be fine for the moment. Did you not get the answers you wanted from your box?
You never do.
Liar.
It always has an answer. Just... there's always a price.
Liar.
What's the price?
You never know till you do it.
So there is actually something in your box.
I mean, usually, but I can't. He's gone.
The weird that we have seen, I believe you.
Give him the box. Then he'll know. Gift it to him. Then you'll be free of me. And you can prove I exist. Give him the box.
I'm not giving anyone...
Give him the box.
I wasn't asking for the box.
At this point, I've stopped walking and I'm standing still. I will never give anyone the box.
Then we'll be friends forever.
I don't believe that. I can't believe that. I just shake my head and try and cut out his voice.
You don't hear him again.
Okay.
Signy,
Mm-hmm.
you okay?
Yeah, of course. Let's go. You're okay though. No drowning, sir.
I'm fine.
Good.
You hurry along the path towards the town of Hammerfest. The strange twinkling lights of the town appear ahead of you, and nature suddenly gives way to the creations of man. As you step out of the forest that carves its way... As you step out of the forest, following the path that carves its way through, you enter into the town. The electric lights stutter for a second, but they remain illuminated. You have the address. You know where to go. Do you head straight towards Yannick's house?
Yeah, he's expecting us.
It is an entirely unassuming house in Hammerfest. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing stands out. Nothing seems unusual. In fact, there really is nothing to say about it at all. I'm going to just grab the text tool. Here we go. See if I can make that bigger for you. Et voila.
It's totally not how I spell his name.
I mean, ta-da.
Change my name.
Are we going straight in?
Yes. I think that's best.
You approach
I'll let
the
you knock.
house. Do you knock?
Just before entering, do we notice any sigils, anything on the house
Nope,
itself?
it's a completely unassuming, like it just fits in completely. There's nothing strange about it at all.
Yep. Just knock on the door.
The door opens almost immediately, and there is a smiling Yannick. There is something about him now. As you have garnered more knowledge and begun to understand who Yannick is, there seems to be a darkness that hangs around this man. And when he smiles at you, it is not a smile of joy or happiness. It is the smile of a predator looking at its next meal. Ah. So you came after all. Would you like to come in? I've got a pot of tea ready if you're thirsty from your walk.
Ah, yes, please.
Well, don't hang around on the doorstep. Come in. And he opens the door and waves your hand, waves his hand.
I'll make. Oh, I'll offer for speaking to you first.
I'll go in.
And the colonel will follow.
And Janet closes the door behind you. Somewhere out in the forest paths, there is a Max.
A wild Max.
A wild Max. What are you doing?
So I'm looking for a comfy location, one that's not really used. All the cameras have gone, by the way.
Oh. I don't know why it does it. I have to like click off and click back on. Bizarre.
And once he's found a comfy-ish place, he's gonna sit down, well, kneel down, and effectively try and reach out into the spirit world, into the beyond, to try and make contact with the Elver, because obviously it's only in dreams. So he knows he can't go there because they're only like this big. And Max isn't this big. But he is in dreams.
So you want to try and find somewhere quiet that you can go?
Yeah, not on a path, nothing like that. He literally will walk off and
Okay.
try and find a moss-covered oak tree or something
Okay.
like that to go and sit at.
Beautiful. This is beyond fabulous. How do I do? How do?
How do?
Okay. If I do that, and I do that, and I do this, you wander off of the path.
Nice.
And out into the... You wander off of the path and out into the forest, where you then find a trodden game path. A well-trodden path that leads you kind of like it's a game path. The deer, it's what the deer would use. And you follow it. And it comes out into a clearing.
Mm. Oh, and there's a pond too. Perfect.
It's not a pond. It's the river.
Oh, even better. It's so Max is going to wander down to the water's edge first.
In the middle of the clearing, I think it should be noted that in the middle of the clearing, there is a ring of toadstools that surround a large briar of roses, around which dance fireflies.
Mm-hmm. Max does notice it and is like, oh, I wonder. But he still carries on down to the water's edge first. He's looking ideally for either a toad or a frog.
Okay. I fully endorse this. I'm gonna need you to give me, and I feel like it's gonna be an investigation check. You have a hinder, unfortunately, I'm afraid.
Yes!
Nice! Okay. Down by the river, there's a whole lot of bulrushes. And those bulrushes are filled with the croaking of frogs.
Let's wander over to the bulrushes. Bulrushes. Max is going to head over here to the bulrushes and is going to pick up one of the frogs. Holding it in his hand, he's going to say, I need you to pass on a message to Gator. And then we'll follow it up with rabbit. And the message to Gator is, there's a Darkling, and we need help. We need information. Ribbit. And we'll kind of gently pop the frog into the water. Just so you know, on stream, the fireflies have stopped moving, and the same with mine. So that you know.
I think it's a Google thing. Google seems a bit cross about it all.
That's fine. Once Max has done this, he's going to wander up and sitting on the outside of the fairy ring. He's not going to cross because he knows the old wives' tales. He's going to kneel down and try and reach out in the other world to try and gain entry to the Elva.
Okay. You sit yourself down and reach out to that halfway place.
If I know anyone's name, I would use that.
That space between this world and the next. And the other world responds. Unlike when you usually reach out into the other world, this time you have no control. Something, a force greater than yourself, older than yourself, much more powerful than yourself, and angry, takes hold. You feel yourself collapse under its will, and your mind goes completely blank. And you blink your eyes a couple of times. And you find yourself
It's one of the mushroom stands.
It is one of the mushroom stands, you're right.
This is why Max couldn't actually go in. Max will get up first, busy, and will head straight towards the Regent.
Something that you notice. All of the Alvar are wearing armor and are carrying weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It is a noticeable change and a rather dramatic shift from the last time you were here.
Well, the last time we were here, the Regent armored up. So Max would just think everyone's kind of following the trend and that they set it first. Max will approach and will give a deep bow. Excuse me, Your Grace, Eminence, Royal Highness, Liege.
What do you want?
I have been to the dam.
I know, I can smell it on you.
I wanted to make sure that you were aware of what it is at the dam.
It is a Darkling. A terrifying, twisted creature.
It is a human.
It is a Darkling. Regardless of what you call it, it is the same thing.
I now understand what is happening to your people that are going missing.
Speak. There isn't
They are-
much time.
They are all at the dam. They are under his control. He has set up hundreds of bind runes upon the face of the dam. If any of your people go near the dam, they will fall under his control. Your people are there, they are under his control right now.
Then it is worse than I expected.
I believe I understand how he is controlling them, as he has a small flask as a locket, pewter silver in colour. Something very similar was used in a previous incident to which myself and my
Then
party
do
went.
something about it.
We are
Why
going to.
bring me information? Bring me action.
I was also coming to make sure that no more of your people go near the dam for now.
We do not intend to go anywhere near the dam. We know the danger. We just didn't know what was happening across the threshold. But it is okay. All will be well. Everything will be fine. We will take matters into our own hands. Even now we speak to the mountain. We sing. We whisper. We coax. And the mountain will listen, for the mountain always does. And when we are ready, the mountain? The mountain will relinquish its coat of ice and snow. It will turn into water and pour down the mountain like our tears. And those tears will gather and gather together, and all of our tears and the tears of the mountain will form a torrent that will wipe clean the land. And then all will be well.
But will this not also be wiped clean?
The mountain is an ally. The forest is an ally. It will not harm us. But a flood of wondrous and beautiful proportions will wash clean the stain.
People in the town are no threat to you.
They are all a threat. They harbour the Darkling. They threaten the river. They kidnap my people and twist them into slaves.
They don't. Just the Darkling. They don't even understand what a Darkling is.
Not understanding is also a crime.
But they know of you. And they believe in you.
Good. Because they will truly believe in us and cry out in fear as we expunge them from this existence. I suggest you and your friends gather yourselves and leave.
What is the time frame for the crying?
Whenever the mountain sheds her tears.
I thank you for your time. And Max bows.
You get no response from the Queen at all. Long gone is the creature that asked for your aid. Long gone is the being that sought your help and your assistance. Cold, menacing, and ruthless. That's all that remains. It is like gazing at nature, a nature that nurtures and a nature that destroys. You awaken sitting at the side of the... You awaken sitting at the side of the ring of toadstools.
Max will go and sit on the tree stump for a little while to process everything that's happened before heading back down towards the town. And we'll also just give a little look out towards the water.
Any reason why we're sitting here?
Oh, thank you.
Don't you be saying thank you yet. Why have you dragged me out here to this godforsaken place? Look at it! It's a mess!
It is a mess, and it's going to be worse.
How? How can it get any worse? Have you no one is tending the waterfront.
Nobody is, no, you're quite right. However, the Elver, and Max points at the fairy ring, are currently whispering to the mountain in order to get it to cry its tears upon, well, everything. Which, yes, I understand, Vaesen and humans not exactly best friends, but still not the best outcome, perhaps?
You do realise this water was gross, right? No one's cleaning this water. Gator had to swim through this. Gator will never be clean again. You owe
Will be
Gator
clean.
big time.
Gator will be clean as soon as she gets into the bath with the Colonel again.
Deal.
I'll take away his plug again.
Deal.
Okay.
Now what do you want? Why am I here?
We have a Darkling.
A what?
Do you know of the other society? The Rose and Cross.
Gator knows nothing of the sort. There is only one society.
Well, yes,
And
I
they're
know
all
there is.
gone.
Well, then we're here now.
All gone.
The old society was gone.
Dead. All
But
of them
that-
deceased, gone.
They were killed by the bad people.
Who told you that?
You did.
I
Chapter 1.
may
End
have.
of.
You're getting a bit smart. Too smart, if you ask me.
I try.
Well, stop it. It doesn't become you.
I'll stop reading. Well, I can't stop reading. I like books.
What do you
Hey.
want? Gator has travelled through filthy water with poor riverside. Why are we here?
Because the Colonel has been cursed by a Darkling. More commonly known as a Thursday's Child, who is not a Thursday's Child. But they are a Thursday's Child because they were born on a Thursday and they can see the Vaesen. But they're not really one of us. They're actually one of the nasty people that tried to kill us. And they like to kill Vaesen as well. And they'd like to put you in a bottle and dissect you.
You dragged Gator all the way out here for that?
And just wondering if you know how to get rid of... It's a small pewter vial that seems to be used to control certain Vaesen.
You see Gator physically, restrain herself from recoiling. You kind of have known Gator long enough now that I'm not going to get you to roll.
Hmm.
You see how uncomfortable she is.
Mm.
I can't help you.
Do you know how to get rid of it? Or shall we just get rid of him?
I can't help you.
What's wrong?
Gator cannot talk about it.
Why?
Because I can't.
Can you write about it?
Nope. Can't do that either. Where is everybody else?
They're down
Did
in
you
the
come
town.
out here completely on your own?
Of course I did.
Or where is everybody else?
They're down in the town making sure that the Colonel gets uncursed by the Darkling. However, I wanted to check with you as to whether or not it would be a good idea to just remove the Darkling from play completely and just barge in there and bash him over the head with a frying pan. cast iron, hopefully.
I take it all back. Every word I said. You're stupid. You let them go alone? Without you? As a team?
The last time that we all went into a place like this together, we all got drugged, and you didn't come.
Of course I didn't come. It was salt water. I'm a freshwater creature. Stupid.
I take back my comments about how smart you are. I take back my everything. I take it back. I've come out here to talk to you. You're a moron. And look at the pondweed. I can't anymore. I'm going to resign.
Resign.
I'm tending my
protector.
resignation.
I don't accept it. Also, we don't have a HR department.
A what?
Exactly. Sorry, a VR department. I'm sorry.
A what?
A Vaesen resourcefulness department.
Gator wonders.
Well, go then. Don't sit here staring at Gator. Go and help your friends before they all die.
I was
And then
wondering what
Gator
you
will
were
be
wondering.
lonely. Oh, I was wondering how you've managed to live this long.
Oh, okay. Sheer dumb luck is what my mother would always say.
Well, you clearly didn't inherit her intelligence.
Maybe.
You're still sitting here, you know.
I'm going.
Your friends could be dead already.
I suggest you go to and far away.
Well, I'm not going to sit here on this stump, am I?
Well, you
I have
might
to go
do.
and write my resignation.
But I didn't think you.
Gator can do whatever Gator likes, thank you.
If we find in our possession the pewter vial, do we destroy it or bring it back?
Well, what do you want to do with it?
Well, we want to stop people from using it to control Vaesen. But I don't know how to destroy it.
You sorted out the last one. I'm sure you'll work out what to do with this one.
Lots of salt. Lots of salt. Lots of salt. We need more salt.
I mean, it was in the book. It was in the book.
Which book?
Go! Your friends are in terrible danger. And I won't get to peek at the Colonel in the bath if you don't do something to save him.
I'll make sure to bring back the best bits as
and
Max wanders
before
off.
you leave! God's
What?
sake, pay attention.
You told me to leave. I was going.
Don't talk back to Gator. It wounds her.
And Gator, clutches her heart. Are you paying attention?
Intently.
Your new friend.
Oh, the we don't have that word yet because it's the 18th century. It's not the sticky fingered one.
And she kind of scrunches her face up in disgust.
Keep stealing things. Anyway,
Be careful. She's not alone. Don't accept gifts from her.
I wasn't going to. They're not
Don't
clean.
accept gifts from her.
Okay.
You're still standing here!
You every time I leave, you tell me to come back.
You wound me!
And she collapses onto the ground like you've shot her. And then she reaches up with one little hand and she's like,
Go! Save your friends!
and then very quietly, so quietly that Max can't hear her, she says,
So I can peek at them in the bath.
and as you turn around to run away, There is the croaking of frogs, and Gaetia vanishes. Okay.
For those who have never been at the society before, welcome to Gates.
Welcome to Gaetia! I mean, she's beyond fabulous, and I know you all love her immensely. Okay. We return then to the... We return then to Hammerfest. Head straight through, take a seat. I'll bring the tea through in a moment.
Thank you.
Make yourselves comfortable.
I'll just have a cursory look around the room. Can I see any bindings in this room at all? Or?
Nope. It is a completely normal house. If anything, it looks a little bit like no one lives here. Like, everything is so aseptic. It's like the house is a demonstration, a presentation. No one lives here. It's immaculate, heartless, and empty. The furniture is there, but there is no soul in this house.
Well, things about commenting on it just leaves a seat.
I will copy whatever the Colonel does.
It is uncomfortably quiet. It is that kind of uncomfortable quiet where you begin to hear the movement of the house and the beating of your own heart. And it stretches on for a time that feels uncomfortable. Give me a force roll, Colonel. You have a help this time.
Right.
The coughing erupts from the Colonel, and it is the kind of coughing that sends a chill through your spine, Signy, because it is panic coughing. It is the coughing of someone who cannot breathe. The coughing of someone who is drowning. And it sends a ripple of horror and memory through you. Eventually, the Colonel manages to force out some of the water. And just as the water erupts from the Colonel's mouth, the Colonel kind of all kinds of horrified at the situation and at coughing and the water and being sat down and the uniform and someone else's house and handkerchief, and that horror deepens as the voice says, "Oh my. You seem to be in a terrible state of affairs, don't you?"
So it would seem.
Would you like a towel? Your uniform is, marred.
It seemed worse. So.
Tea?
And Yannick is holding a tray. There is a teapot and cups on it. And even the teapot and the cups seem uncomfortable and out of place.
Yes, please.
And you, young lady, would you like tea?
I'm just going to turn to the colonel and go, you're seriously going to drink his tea?
I'm just gonna laugh. Oh. Then look Yarrick straight in the eye and goes, I'm dying anyway.
Very perceptive of you. But we are all dying. Just some of us will get there a little quicker.
A morbid philosophy.
A realistic one. And he plonks down the teapot and teacups. Why don't you help yourself? That might be more akin to your manners.
I will
And
pour up.
he takes a seat as you pour yourself a cup of tea.
Actually, I'll pour first one, give it to him,
Oh,
and then pour myself one. And place it down.
Maybe everything isn't lost after all. Thank you. Very kind of you. So, great minds think alike, it would seem. You go first. I can see you're dying to ask all kinds of questions.
Yes,
Oh,
I
I'm
am.
sorry. That pun seems a little inappropriate considering your current circumstances.
What's your interest in the dam?
Nothing.
So it's just the eradication of Vaesen?
I like to think of it as the protection of the innocent.
How do you see that?
Humans build dam. Vaesen murder humans. I stop Vaesen. Humans build dam. No more dead innocents.
Then Vaesen gets angry, attack, and wipe out the town.
Yes. They'll try. They always do. They follow the same pattern. They don't get what they want, so they stamp their feet. Now, there's an easy way around that, and an obvious answer to our situation. Well, don't look at me like that. Surely you've worked it out already. A military man like yourself.
You've built an army. Fight back.
Yes. And an army made entirely out of them. They'll fight each other, annihilate one another, and the problem will be solved. You see, if something's gonna stamp its feet and have a tantrum, cut off its feet.
I was more thinking you stamp your feet louder.
That just leads to an unnecessary escalation. Quietly,
That is,
calmly, directly, cut off its feet. Then you don't need to stamp yours, and it can't stamp its.
this is true. I cannot deny this.
So will you help? You do know, as we speak, these creatures, these hell spawn, are planning on annihilating everything you see here. And everyone, man, woman, child. They will stop at nothing. They will eradicate all of them, mercilessly and ruthlessly. Unless we do something about it. Whose side are you on?
That remains to be seen.
Yes, it does.
I must admit that your methods are human. What you're doing in starting a war and preparing for it, all in the same move. It's clever. But are you looking to move this army on afterwards? Or is it going to be garrisoned here?
I don't intend on the army surviving the conflict at all. Mutual devastation. Why would I want to keep them? What would I do with them? They are entirely evil. Dragged from the depths of hell and set loose on this earth by the Dark One himself. No.
I have not heard of this Dark One.
Of course you have. Don't tell me you haven't read a Bible.
Oh, I see. I see, I apologize.
You don't know what you're dealing with, do you? These aren't fairy story creatures. These are hellish nightmares that spew forth from the depths of the Nine Hells to wreak havoc. You are gifted with the sight. You are chosen to defend humanity. Or will you side with the enemy and be a traitor to your own kind?
Just a quick question. Another one if you amuse me. The foreman said that you worked on another job before here.
I've worked on many jobs.
This one was dealing with a train.
Yes, a train.
It didn't happen to be the Trans-Nordic Express now, did it?
What other train would need professionals such as myself? Why? What do you know of the Trans-Nordic Express?
I admired the work that was done there. Interesting being able to capture a Vaesen like that. Being able to siphon off the energies. Clever.
The organization I work with picked it up some time ago. It's a useful skill. Excellent technology. And to think it was so ancient, we just had to remember. You're avoiding the ultimate question. Do you stand with humankind? Or with the monsters hell-bent on destroying them?
I stand with both. For that balance. Without the Vaesen, or the hell-bent creatures that you are so desperate to use their power, the hell-spawn power that you so easily manipulate and use yourself. Such hypocritical nonsense. You must see that, yes?
Coming
No.
from somebody who has spent their entire life using human inventions to murder other humans. You
Yes.
can hardly cast stones in this greenhouse. And what about you? You're very quiet. You must have an opinion on the matter. Who would you side with? The creatures in the forest that desire nothing but your death? Or your own people?
I kind of look at the Colonel for most affirmation that I can speak and what I should say.
I mean,
The Colonel's like,
don't look to him. He's not your owner. You can speak for yourself. Or do we need to coax you out of your shell a little bit? I don't know. Maybe we should talk about your friend. And I don't mean the one that's missing. I mean the one in your bag.
How do you know?
Because I know a
About
great
him.
deal, including how to solve your little problem. You're not the first second owner I've ever encountered. We could help you, you know. If you choose the right side of this fight, of course.
Help how? You can get rid of him?
Of course we can. And that is where we will leave it for tonight's session.
Don't trust him, Amy! Don't do it!
She's a desperate young girl. Naive to... Oh, God.
Can we just say MVP of the evening goes to Gate here once again?
Yep. Yep.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Well, thank you ever so much, my incredible cast members, for bringing this story to life. You did an amazing job this evening through the twists, through the trials, the tales, through everything. A huge thank you from me to each of you. We're going to do what we normally do. We're going to go around the table. Let us start with Mike, with Max. Who are you? Who did you play? Where can we find you? What do you want to say?
Hi! So I'm Mike, Mutinous Mikey, Mutinous _ Mikey. I was playing Maximilian Fjellberg, the paranormal investigator, or is he? You can find me practically everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. Don't have a Facebook for it yet. MySpace is a bit... and Instagram. And I am a variety streamer, mainly streaming things like Guild Wars 2, Sea of Thieves, bit of Rust, whatever I want to play. Might build some Lego, might paint some models. Meh. And I just want to say a massive thank you, because I always love playing this game. It's great fun. And thank you to all the chat peeps as well.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Signy, same questions. Who are you? Who did you play? Where can we find you? What do you want to say?
Oh, I'm Amy. I played Signy, the sorceress. You can find me practically nowhere.
Yay!
Unless you
Just
get my
here.
address, which is creepy. So just here.
This took a dark turn very quickly, didn't it?
Hence why I'm not online. Yeah, thank you so much. It's been amazing. This story is, yeah, feel for Signy, bless her. She's scared. And I can't wait to see where this goes. Thank you so much, Luke.
You're very, very welcome. This is a really, really pure Vaesen story. The conflict between the modern world and the other world.
Yeah.
And I'm having a lot of fun. This one feels like some sort of awful moral...
Yeah.
Like, you know you're going to have to make a decision, and you know there's going to be consequences. I love those sort of stories.
And now you've just thrown in Signy's inner morals as well, and inner turmoil.
Yes! Yes! This is what we're here for. Inner turmoil. Yay! Lieutenant Colonel Bartholomew Seaton, also known as Colonel Sniffington. Who are you? Who did you play? Where can we find you? What do you want to say?
Yeah, I'm Jack. I've been playing Lieutenant Colonel Bartholomew Seaton, the officer. You can find me on Instagram under jmbarber_the Colonel. That I don't post on very often at all. So if you drop me a follow, I'll just follow you back more likely than just like a few of your posts. Thank you so much, Luke. This is absolutely incredible and amazing. The maps once again have been amazing and breathtaking. Music as well. The suspense.
I know, right? This tabletop, the tabletop audio people create some of the most incredible kind of tabletop music. Like, it is so good. It is just so good, right? Well,
Yeah.
Huge thank you. this is me. I am Loki. I was your game master for these dark and thrilling tales. You can find me here on the Society, where we stream every Sunday our ongoing campaign, Vaesen campaign, the Society. Catch us here every Sunday. If you want to see me as a player, so sitting on the other side of the DM screen, you can catch me over on Grumpy Battersby's channel every Thursday at 7 p.m. GMT, where I play Flink, the criminal hacker in Grumpy Battersby's world of 2000 AD. So yeah, do come and check us out on a Thursday if you want to see me as a player being dreadful and tormenting my GM. That's all the thanks to our incredible cast. We're going to head on over to our credit roll. So we're going to say goodbye to our fabulous cast, and I'm going to say thank you once again.
Bye!
And
Maybe Jack will roll a good roll next week.
Unlikely.
Savage, all of you. And here we are. This is the credit roll. It's going to be over there. All of the incredible contributors are going to just scroll up here with our credit roll. So if you saw anything that anything in our stream that you would like to use on your table, please do go and check out these incredible streamers. I do just want to shout out the incredible Shusha for smashing it out of the park once again with our incredible Sandra artwork, which should be popping up right beneath me now. There is our custom Sandra artwork, thanks to the incredible Shusha. Our competition is ongoing, so you can join our big anniversary giveaway using the command !raffle and the number of raffle points that you would like. Please do join in on the raffle. We have 3 incredible prizes. One of those is a signed print by Johan Egerkrans, the artist behind the Vaesen artwork that you have seen on stream and in the rule books. The second exciting item is a custom dungeon fob map made by me. So all the maps that you saw in our stream tonight were done on the incredible dungeon fog, and I will custom make a map for our second winner, and our third winner is going to be the proud owner of some of our Society merch. And on that note, do go check out our merch store if you would like to look cool and fresh and funky in our Society merch. There is a selection of things from clothing to stickers to all sorts. Do go and check out the merch. There is a command if one of the mods wants to try. I think it's !merch. Hey, look at that, it worked. Well, blow me down. One last thing is a huge thank you to all of you, our incredible viewers that come and join us every Sunday for our ridiculous stories and our nonsense shenanigans. We enjoy playing these tabletop RPGs immensely, but we decided that we would share these stories with you guys, our audience, and you have made it more than worthwhile. So a huge thank you to every single one of you who comes every week and checks out all of this nonsense. Thank you so much. We're gonna raid out. I'm gonna listen to the strange voice inside my head that lets me know where we're going. So I'm gonna put /raid. Okay, other world, where are we going? "84 years later." I mean, I can just sit here and just talk innately while you all try and find me someone to raid. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize, chat. Sometimes your otherworldly helpers are of no help whatsoever. See, look, here we go. Kiss Chaos has thrown an idea out. Moustache pageant. Does someone want to go and check the tags on Moustache pageant? I mean, they might not be tagged as tabletop RPGs. One moment, please. Chat. I'm so sorry. It's not an episode of The Society without a technical issue, hey? Right. I'll go into my Twitch and see who's out and a boot. I mean, we've got Three's a Crowd Gaming. They're playing the Dark Tower of Creation. We have RPG Clinic playing Avatar Legends. Okay, right. I mean... Alright, here we go. We've got one, everybody. Here we go. McStabber Studios. I mean, who isn't filled with excitement when you hear that, right? McStabber. Let's do this. MC. I can't hear you. STABBER. Studios. Okay, I've hit the raid button. Has it worked? Hooray! We finally did it. There you go. Okay, we're going to raid out to McStabber Studios, who are currently playing Vampire the Masquerade. Ooh. I'm going to say one last huge, great big thank you to everyone for joining us, and I hope to see you next week, where we will find out what is Signy going to do. Hopefully, we will see you then.